Pre-summit, Adam.
Yo, thank you, Stango. Oh, what the fuck?
Shoot, you did.
I'll also have to see like how I can do like in both games. So I've been doing fine with Smash, but I think that I might be getting behind right now in Dragon Ball. What? How did that reach?
Yeah, I was also actually surprised. I was like, should I really go for this? Alright.
Who won game one?
Oh no.
This is up 2-0. Oh shit.
Powered up.
What? Lucky was one game set one, and then this a while. Fuck. But there's teams right now that could work, but just don't because the assists don't work with each other.
Oh no.
Damn. Over.
Nice one.
Damn. You totally different side of someone.
Alright, Wes. Or Lucky, let him go to Wilson's.
Is it over? Yeah, dude. Best ball's
We'll probably have to go back and like watch it in more details to really tell. But I hate when people always default to the, oh, he was running out of juice. Yeah, the Swedish English, yeah.
If it's just you two, you guys talk in Swedish or English? Like,
Not to sound rude, but it wouldn't make any sense for me and Leffen to speak English when we were talking to each other alone. Like, why would we do that?
Is Zane's Marth as good as M2K's?
Not overall. I mean,
it hasn't had enough time to establish itself, honestly.
it doesn't have the results to prove it at least.
Wait, what's the question? Mewtwo's
Is
Marth?
Zane's Marth as good as Mewtwo?
Oh, no.
It has the potential, but it has not been enough time for him to
and
ever
He's
say...
more on the come up.
Yeah.
He hasn't played like that long in comparison to a lot of other. I think he said he had played 4 years. So he's still like fairly new for being like such a good player. Yeah, Mewtwo I feel like Mewtwo he plays Marth against like the top 6, but then besides that, he doesn't play Marth too much.
The Weebo.
No.
Oh,
You think Zane's gonna be a god in a few years? I don't think it just happens that quick, man.
it could happen in a few years, but like the percent chance of it happening is still very low. Even with the people that have potential, like there's a lot of people throughout the history
That's been close, but still quite a bit.
that have like improved quickly, but there's only ever been like, well, a few people that has ever won a super major.
Yeah, not even Mewtwo had won a Super Major.
Exactly. Thank you, Stango. Exactly. Anyone can say. That's hard to make that judgment. everyone could say, yeah, in a few years I'll be a god
Yeah.
if they play consistently for the next few years. But
Like, if you take people that are not in the top 6, like, sure, Zain is probably one of the more likely, but it's still, like, a very small chance if you, like, look at it from an individual standpoint. Because since the original 5, it's only been Leffen and Plup.
is Leffen considered a god? I'll let you answer that yourself.
I don't know.
You said 5 gods, Leffen and Plup.
Yeah, it's actually pretty crazy because PP of the original 5, he was the last one established. And by late or early 2011, it was like confirmed for sure when he won Pound 5. So in those like 7 years, more than 7 years, it's only been 2 players that made that cut.
Yeah, and Melee has grown like exponentially since,
So much.
Yeah, since 2011.
It's been a bunch of players that have been like fairly close, but still been like clear cut that they weren't quite up there.
It's kind of crazy to me because Axe has been like number 8 or like top 10 since I started.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, you could say God, there's gods and god slayers, but I mean, wouldn't you at that point, if they've beaten all the gods, be considered god yourself versus just a god slayer forever?
I actually think at this point it actually needs more than just winning, like against all of us.
Yeah.
Like consistently, like having
Yeah,
results
yeah.
though against you guys. Like it's
Yeah.
not like, oh, just one time he's a god slayer now. Like,
Yeah,
no.
Yeah, because if Axe, who does he have left? Only you?
Technically PP, but
That's never gonna happen, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if he does that, I don't think he's. A
He's
god
been
level
H-Box, he's been Mango, he's been
Yeah.
Mewtwo King.
Yeah.
player. Just because his overall record is so much worse than the
That's
top
why
six.
he's not considered like in that.
Same thing for SFAT or Westball. Like, you don't become that much better a player just because you get one extra win.
like back in the day with so
Plup is
many like
being-
less tournaments, it was more of like a thing to beat all.
Yeah.
Now you need to like be able to win tournaments or at least consistently get like top 3 or
Has
something.
Axe beat Plup? I do not think so. That I
No,
can
he
recall.
did. He did in Europe, for example, when they played in 2016.
He was good when he played Melee. Like, I think the last time I remember seeing him play was MK Leo beat Zero into retirement. I mean, that's... I'm not going to say it's that, but, I mean, like...
I just feel like the game is like, I don't know. I probably compared too much to Melee there, but
Zero is more like kin than the gods.
In a way,
I don't-
in a way, I can understand
Like, from
that.
Brawl
just because,
transition? Like, you're going to factor that in for him?
well, if you
He
consider his
just
Smash 4 legacy, like the win record and the fact that he was the best from the start, and that had more competition eventually, but still the best. It does mirror like Ken's pretty well, but Zero's been good in other games too.
I could see Naira being put up there too. Not like as high, but as being like if you're gonna make Smash 4 have its gods or whatever.
you just feel, I don't know. Maybe Melee history has been too nice as well, but I feel like with Zero dominating them like all for so fucking long, it feels almost weird to put the others in the same category.
Exactly, that's what I would
Yeah,
say.
true. I'd say it's like Zero on his
I don't-
own tier, and then like
don't-
MK
I
Leo,
don't-
Nairo, Salem.
I don't think he like completely dominated PM though. Like whoever just
No,
said that.
not
I don't
PM.
think PM like he did really well in PM, and he did have like a period where he was really good. But I don't think
he was
the
like
guy to
the best at the end of 3.0 too, but a lot of people stopped playing that game.
Yeah,
before then.
the game was like dying around that time. I feel like, and he still played Fox and just.
I feel like a lot of top players just simply like, I was a top player until I stopped playing, and I never practiced the game.
Yeah.
Like, it kind of showed that competition at the time was very weak.
Yeah, no offense to Zero, but I think his PM achievements are the least impressive.
Yeah, I
like,
agree.
Yeah.
By a lot, actually.
Yeah.
Smash 4 most impressive, then Brawl, and then PM. It's still a good thing for him to have on his resume,
exactly.
but it's the least impressive.
What bad matchups does she have where she can't just witch time all the time? Just
I
kill you off
personally
the
still
top.
feel like Diddy is really fucking good, but Zero is also a fantastic fucking player.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter. Oh fuck. Most of the
It's-
people that complain anyway about characters, like, they don't even understand, like, most of the things they're talking about. Like, let's be
Zero
honest.
isn't just good against Cloud. It's not just a character he was good against. You guys are like,
How many tournaments did he win in a row again? Or how was it even released?
49.
Yeah, no, I think it was like
Like-
57 or something.
Oh, one pass.
Yeah.
When
It was like
Cloud
what, a
wasn't
two
released,
or 3 year period, like before he even dropped the tournament. Like,
Well, Stango, as someone that practiced with Zero a lot that summer, I can tell you that his improvement ratio was incredibly fucking good.
I mean, it's worth considering that, like, you do improve faster in the very beginning. It's always easiest to improve fastest in the beginning, but Zero still, just because he has that good of a work ethic and the mindset, has an extremely good chance of being a top player just because of that.
On average, would, you know, try to deny that.
like the skill gap isn't as crazy as it is in Melee compared to.
Yeah, I feel like if you, like, movement and stuff like that isn't, like, I don't know.
Not nearly as big.
Smash 4 is about those patch notes.
Yeah, crying up about the patches.
Just here. Fall. Talent is not a thing, just because you're good at something.
I definitely think talent is a thing.
There has to be like natural talent towards certain things.
Some part of it's always going to be genetic.
I don't think reaction time comes from talent per se. I think that comes from practice.
Reaction time
is
also-
factored in at a human level, but
Reaction time is super overrated.
I could
Top
see
of the other
Westball's
ones right now.
taking some, but like it'd have to be.
Mango would win by far the most.
Yeah, I think there's definitely
It's a lot
one
better.
more of those. Exactly, dude. That's why you play Puff. You don't need as crazy reaction time.
No, actually, you should do reaction tech chase rest. Every approach he does and you land on the platform as a spacer, you should be dead.
What do you think Wizzy needs to improve in order to beat the gods? He needs to not just play so robotic all the time and not just play the game. Just stick to his game plan.
I feel like it's only Mango and maybe Plop that he can't beat though. He can clearly beat everyone else.
He has? Oh no, he hasn't beat you, right?
No, but it was game 5.
Yeah.
And he was up game 2, 42 stocks, and he was up game 5, 42 stocks, I think. And most other
I
times...
thought he's beat Mango.
No, he's taken to game 5 twice. Once when he played Fox, once when he played Falco. But normally he gets kinda wrecked by Mango's Falco.
Joe's been the closest to do it, if I recall. To what? Beating who?
Probably for the mango.
Let's not forget Jeff. Jeff has beat Mango.
That was back when the
I know,
dinosaurs
I know.
played Melee though. Like, most of the time when people say, like, oh, this person's neutral game, this person's punish game, like, I normally don't like these kind of comparison, but for Falcon against Falco, I actually do think S2J's, like, way of playing neutral, and then, like, Wizzy's punishes would be, like, the best way of playing that matchup. Wizzy's punishes against Marth is also good, though, but, yeah, I feel like his neutral isn't, like, that good.
Yeah, it's because he waits more, and Marth doesn't. Marth fucks up a Falcon that's playing defensive. Because his aerials will beat defensive
It's
aerials.
the most underrated. Is that Wizzy right there? Wizzy and A? Is that him?
Might be.
Someone else? Just someone else with his name? Like,
Yeah, he's missing his sister.
Yeah, he's 100% busy. I talked to him yesterday.
playing as Marth is a snooze fest. I don't know how people do it.
Yeah, people shouldn't always expect players to, like, attend every tournament.
Especially locals.
Yeah.
Who's yelling? Nice of you to let Leffen or Armada play it. That was to you, Leffen. Who's sexier?
Like Andrew the player?
I don't know, I guess. They didn't say anything after the first Android, just said Android or Android 21. Smash 5, any thoughts? Bro, you can only talk about Smash 5 for so long before... You just gotta wait and play it, dude.
We don't know enough.
We
Do
can't...
we know
there's
anything
no-
except for the
Alright,
Splatoon
let's go
characters?
bathroom.
Okay.
Snack.
HBox doesn't just keep winning against Fox. He's been winning against everything. What do you mean? It's not just Fox.
I was afraid.
Yeah.
I think, like I said, I still think things would be different if PP never quit.
PP
Yeah,
was
if
still
he had
losing
stuck around.
towards the end, dude. Even when HBox was ranked lower than PP, he still beat PP most of the time. I actually don't understand where this PP destroyed HBox thing is coming from. It was like he won 4 sets in a row, I think, at one point. But besides that, HBox is up lifetime, and he won more when he was ranked lower than PP won against them. So I'm actually like, don't get me wrong, I love PP.
I'm
I
saying
think his
he was
Falco
the Falco that did the best against HBox.
Yeah, yeah.
So if all the Falcos though, he'd be the one to push that matchup though.
Yeah, no, I
over
totally
anybody
agree.
else.
I totally agree. I just like hate it when like some people they're like, oh, PP destroyed HBox. Yeah,